now we're going to talk story about the Hawaii Wildlife Center here on the Emily T. Gail Show on ESPNHawaii.com. And Hawaii Wildlife Center is in Tapa'au, and I'm delighted to have the founder and the director, Linda Elliott, on the line. Hi, Linda.
Hi, Emily. Thank you for having me.
Well, I was thinking a few minutes ago about how long we've known each other, and I remember when I first met you, and we were doing some shows, and the Hawaii Wildlife Center was a vision, and not to repeat ourselves, but I would love for you to give a little background to our listeners about yourself and how you came to have this vision and dream a number of years ago. And lo and behold, the grand opening last November, and later on this year, you're going to be ready for, really be conducting tours and give us an update.
I'd love
First, some background, though.
It's been an incredible journey, and it started with my passion for working with Hawaiian wildlife and, going through school here on Oahu at graduating Kalaheo High and then at the University of Hawaii. I really wanted to experience more and do more to help, since we're the endangered species capital of the world, to make a difference. And so I realized that we were one of the few places that doesn't have a native wildlife response center dedicated to conservation of native Hawaiian wildlife. And there are other rehabilitation centers, wildlife rehabilitation centers, in other regions of the U.S., but we didn't have one in the place that needs it most. So I worked hard to bring this project together, and we kicked off construction in 2008, and finally we got to celebrate finishing the building last year, and now we're working hard to get fully operational this year. So it's an exciting year, and we've got the building done. We're working now on the 7 aviaries that are going to go in the recovery yard, and that's the last place that the birds will go to before releasing back into the wild. And when we say native species, we're talking about seabirds, shorebirds, water birds, bird of prey, forest birds, and also occasionally the Hawaiian hoary bat.
And you come with a background from having worked with animals. You were with the Honolulu Zoo, and you traveled all over the world, and emergency relief, really, for a lot of animals, whether it's oil spills or what. So it isn't like you just had the vision. In the meantime, you've been working in the field and out in the world. Just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate to be able to work in the field of choice, and so I got my degree in wildlife biology, and I worked at Honolulu Zoo for 6 years, and I worked with reptiles, birds, mammals, and I ended up running the animal hospital for the whole zoo, and then came over to the Big Island and started working with wildlife rehabilitation through the resorts at the time. So I did it on 4 islands through the Hyatt resorts. And then I've been a member of an emergency response team for the last over 15 years, and I've traveled to over 6 countries and done 18 emergency responses worldwide, some as big as 20,000 penguins in South Africa, and then a couple here in Hawaii as well. So I've had a really great diversity of background working with wildlife, not only in Hawaii but around the world.
Well, whether we're, whatever it is we like to do recreationally, being outdoors, whether it's in the ocean or hiking or on golf courses, in some way this always crosses our lives, just being educated about it. I found that for myself as I've known you. I think one of my favorite radio shows I ever did was with the kids from Waimea Middle School and Patty Cook years ago, Waimea Middle School here on the Hawaii's Big Island, and you had incorporated a lot of the school kids into the nene bird, just being aware of and teaching people what not to feed them and all kinds of things. So, from grassroots to the highest level. But